Well, this is an iconic picture. It really is. And I kind of like it. It's Richard Barnett. He is a January 6th defendant, famously with his feet up on Nancy Pelosi's desk. And, well, what can you say? Look, he's in trouble right now, and we're going to meet him in a second. He's been on the show before. Here are the charges that he's dealing with. Obstruction of an official proceeding, aiding and abetting, entering a restricted building, disorderly conduct in a restricted building. It goes on and on and on. Demonstrating in Capitol buildings, entering blah, 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 blah. Theft of government property. Huh, I don't remember that. Unlawfully entering. Well, he joins us right now, Richard Barnett, along with his attorney, Joseph McBride. They were offered a plea agreement from the government, and we'll get to that in a moment. But first, Joseph, welcome, and Big O, Richard Barnett, welcome back. How you been doing?
Greg, it's good to see you again. Thank you for having me on. I'm doing well.
Excellent to hear. And look, you guys have been so over the top vilified, and it's I think very unfair. I know that you didn't break anything and you didn't hurt anybody that day, and that has not even been alleged. Am I correct in that regard, Mr. McBride? First.
Yes, you are, Greg. It's good to see you. Correct as always.
All right. That's the big thing here. And sometimes people get offended. How can you do that? There he is with his feet on a government desk. I just am not that. I'm sorry. I'm not horrified. I got a kick out of it. So, look, Richard, can you tell me what the deal was they offered you and why did you reject it?
Sure, Greg. They offered me 70 to 87 months. There's a fine involved and all that, but the main thing's the time, 70 to 87 months. And, of course, they were willing to drop all charges except for the one, obstruction of a government proceeding. Of course, that's the one that carries the most time. You know, the short thing is I'm innocent. Why would I take a plea deal? I was pushed into the building. I've got video of it. I was asked to pose at a desk. I did nothing violent. From the time I was in there, I was looking for a way out, and they wouldn't let me out. Yeah, I'm not going to accept a plea deal. I mean, they want to put me away for the rest of my life for being a patriot.
Now, what was the charge again that they still want to get you on? Disrupting a federal proceeding. What is the penalty for that? Pardon?
Maximum of 20 years.
Maximum. That's a big risk to take. Now, when you enter a plea agreement, Mr. McBride, don't you have a sense, okay, you know, it says 20 years, but, you know, we're going to make sure it's just a few months or something like that, like 70 months, like you said. I mean, can't that be negotiated, or is it too much of a wild card?
Normally, it would be negotiated, and you would have some sense as an attorney and a client what the relative outcome would be. But there is nothing normal about these circumstances. Look no further than the recent and very unfortunate situation of Matthew Perna, who had a plea agreement, and then in the 11th hour, the government hit him with a terrorism enhancement that upped his points by 8 points, which would have kept him in jail significantly longer. So much for him, so unbearable for him, that he unfortunately took his life.
Yeah. So we do know that some cops, let people inside. Alan Dershowitz was on last night, new video. We've seen lots of clips before. Here's some more, and this is actually narrated where you can see the police essentially almost escorting people into the Capitol. It's wild.
At 2:44 p.m., a police officer in the bottom of the screen can be seen speaking to the officers in front of him and pulling them away, indicating to the crowd that they are allowed to enter. The officers then turn their backs to the crowd, which indicate that they did not possess fear of the protesters. The officers then escort the crowd into the interior of the Capitol.
So there are people who have been recently found not guilty. Matthew Martin found not guilty because the judge believed that the cops let him inside. But Big O, you just said something. You said you were pushed. Were you pushed inside?
Yes, Greg. I turned over a video to the prosecution. I thought you may have had a copy of it. It's out there. I was at the top of the steps looking away from the building. Hundreds of thousands of people below me. I was looking for my friends. We were just walking by. I had no intention of stopping at the Capitol. I was looking for them to wave their flags so I could find them. The crowd rushed the building, and I was pushed in. I've since seen a split video showing the police officers inside pointing to the control room to open the doors. That's a 20,000-pound doors that are magnetically locked. So recently I've even seen a split screen of that. But yes, I was pushed in and the video was there.
Real quick, I only got a couple of seconds left. Big O, you've been under home confinement, correct?
That is correct.
And what's that like for you? It's been over a year on home confinement, just about a year, and you got this thing hanging over your head. How you doing day to day?
Yeah, you know what? You really have to dig deep. I'm not going to say it's easy, but you have to dig deep. I mean, I'm a patriot. I'm innocent. I refuse to bow down, and so I make the best of it. It's hard to make a living. You know, I'm cooped up naturally. Sometimes it's hard to function. But at the same time, I look at my fellow J6ers that are still in prison over a year later, some of them with nothing but a misdemeanor, and it gives me strength because obviously they're toughing it out. If they can't tough it out, I mean, if they can, I can. That's what I'm trying to say.
I hear you. Richard Barnett, Big O, thank you very much. Good luck. Stay in touch. Your trial is scheduled to start at this point, September 6th of this year. And you got a great attorney there, Joseph McBride. Thank you, gentlemen. To be continued.
Absolutely.
You bet. And we'll be right back. Dr. Roz is next.